One bag. Second bag. Third big camera bag with a little tiny. I bought something I said I will never buy. This is not a sponsor video in any way. There have been so many things I'd say I would never do, I could never do, I could never become a photographer, I could never do a video. Yeah. I bought a drone, DJI Mavic Mini 2. This was the last piece of puzzle which was missing to have the complete filming kit. I was thinking about it for a few months now, and to be perfectly honest, this is not my first drone. This is my second drone. I bought DJI Spark. I had it for about 2 months. I flew it once. I still have the footage, you're actually looking at it. And then Canada came with the new laws and regulations and that you need a license in order to fly it. So I sold it and I said, I will never ever fly drone again. What held me back was all these laws and regulations, fear of getting into trouble, fear of somebody else getting mad at me for even flying it in the first place. It got very intimidating, and I wasn't scared of the licensing and all that. It's just the laws and the regulations. And then Richard C. came along and he emailed me all the information I needed to know, all the laws and all that, all the website addresses to find all the stuff. And I kind of changed my mind. I changed my mind because the DJI Mavic Mini 2, which is basically considered a hobby or toy drone because it's below 250 grams and you can fly legally without a license in Canada. So I said, okay, I'll give it a try. Thank you very much, Richard, for your help. Let me take you in the first flight experience. I'm gonna show you the gimbal settings and camera settings, everything I tweaked in the menu in the settings. I'll talk about the picture quality and the video quality and things you can do there. This is not really a review, this is more like a overall experience, the first flight. What I bought is a DJI Mavic Mini 2 Fly More combo. I also picked propeller guards in case I need it in certain conditions and settings. I got the 2 years DJI Carry service and I purchased separately this filters kit. It's got everything I need, even though I'm not going to use the UV filter. I'm more after the ND filters. The shipping took a few days, so what I did, I spent one evening just watching Jevan Dovey video, the complete beginner's guide. It saved me a lot of time. When the drone arrived, I knew exactly what I'm doing. The setup was fairly fast. What you can expect is a few hours of charging all the batteries, unboxing and setting up. The next day I connected it to my phone, opened up the account, I did the whole firmware updates, I went through all the settings in the app, just wanted to review everything. I do suggest turning it on before you leave the house for the flight because yesterday morning something else was updating. Let me share the current settings I have in the app. First thing I tried at home was to see how fast the gimbal is reacting. I am more about the slow cinematic shots and I noticed that the wheel was reacting a bit too fast, so I went into settings and tweaked it a bit. This is what I have currently set up in normal mode. Pitch speed is 10, smoothness 18, yaw speed 60 and smoothness 10. I did the same for the basic CineSmooth mode. The sports mode I just left as it is because I'm not gonna be using it for a while. First I'm gonna be using just the beginner's mode, which is CineSmooth, and then also the normal mode. To be honest, I was still freaked out a little bit about the laws and regulations and where to go and not to go, so I decided to find someone local who does fly in this area for a number of years, and I happened to find a Durham drone guy, which was very nice, and he was willing to answer some of my questions and concerns I had. That literally put me in ease, so I do recommend to find someone local in your area. I rechecked the Canadian drone site selection tool, which shows clearly where you can fly and you cannot. I also checked DJI Map, which is in the app. It shows it there a bit differently. I'm sticking to the official Canadian one. First evening, we drove out of the city where we found this very big sports field. Ideal spot for getting the feel of it. I changed my frame rates to 24 frames per second, but left it in automatic mode. I didn't bother to use filters or anything like that. all automatic for the first time. It was super simple to set it up, which I so appreciate. Once it was up in the air, yes, the whole joystick thing, it reacts very fast. It is very sensitive, so it will take a lot of practice to get the feel of it, to get very smooth shots and more creative moves other than just going forward, backwards, left and right. I certainly felt respect, was extremely cautious, didn't go much high for the first time, and was trying to learn how to use it. Yeah, it was everything but not cinematic. Yesterday I took it out to a different location. It's a tiny bit windier than I thought it would be. I should have brought a jacket. I'm a little bit chilly, but otherwise it's fairly good. So let's give it one more try.
Take off. The low point has been updated.
No more in automatic mode. I was filming in manual mode with an ND filter. I used the ND32. My camera settings are those, for those interested, ISO 100, shutter speed 1/48, because I was filming in 24 frames per second. It goes back. That's good. It's coming back so a little bit forward. I'm gonna put it a little bit down so I see where I'm gonna land. How is the picture quality? How are the photos and the video? Photos I took for now in automatic mode. Everything is sharp, no problems with colors and all that. Here is raw from the camera and here's the final edit. When it comes to video, I was very happy. So far, what I noticed though, that when you are filming in automatic mode and you are doing a panning shots, you notice the top of the trees moving a lot. That would be like the rolling shutter effect. That's usually because of this camera sensor. It's one of the cheaper cameras, so that's to be expected. How it couldn't be improved is if you film in manual mode, you use the right shutter speed and you just really slow down with the pen. That should help. For me, this is exactly what I need. Small, light, compact, nothing fancy, nothing so everybody sees from far away. It's easy to take it out, easy to set up, get the shot you need, pack, and just go. I think that's ideal, exactly what I'm looking for. Cannot wait to use it for the short cinematic film I started working on. Should be done soon. I was hoping to finish it by the end of the month, but unfortunately tomorrow we are heading into stay-at-home order for next 4 weeks. So I still have to shoot some indoor scenes anyways, and I'm working on the music. It's just very exciting. Cannot wait. I think it's gonna turn out really good. If you want to check out the drone and the filters, the links are below the video as always. If you have any questions, comments, you can leave it below. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe. See you in the next video. Ciao, ahoj.